Hi there, good afternoon. October 14th, 2021, just after 2 o'clock here in the afternoon. S&P just made new highs. Market's up over 1% on the day, and the question is why? And you'll likely read it after the close today, or you've already seen S&P surges on the back of better than expected inflationary and PPI data. And you know what? The global relay race before the S&P opened today and before PPI came out today said that the S&P bias was clearly higher. Same thing with yesterday and CPI, which came out slightly worse than expected. But the global relay race before it came out said that the S&P bias was higher. And what do I mean by bias? Well, 3D systems are looking at decades of data and statistically significant patterns from around the world that are logical, symmetrical, and persistent. And what does that even mean? That just means that our systems, I should say, can accurately and consistently identify the daily direction of the S&P before the open. Yeah, I know you're saying it's not even possible. I get it. But I'm going to share the markets today that could have helped you identify strength before today's open. So let's take a look. Far left, Nikkei, right? First markets to open are in Asia. This is the Nikkei and JGB. Stocks and bonds in Asia are bid. Stocks and bonds in Europe are bid. This is the Euro stocks, this is the Bund, and then this is the 10-year note. So all of these markets, I've color-coded them purposely. In yellow, they all open before the S&P opens. Clear signs of risk on. Again, Asia stocks and bonds bid, Europe stocks and bonds bid, US 10-year bid before the S&P open. What does the S&P do? Well, it follows the global relay race, opens higher and goes higher. Why is that even important? Well, for me, I love to win. And if I know which way the S&P is going on a daily basis, I can solve a problem. Right? Days like today, when the market's rallying, market's actually up over 2% from yesterday morning. It's not a problem. Up over 100% in 18 months, that's not a problem. I mean, that's certainly something we can provide. Our 3D Hedged Equity product offers buy and hold S&P exposure. Then you throw 3D Defender into that mix, guaranteed to make money when the market goes up. And then when the market goes down, right, that's a risk that should be managed and an opportunity to profit. That gives you an opportunity for a win-win. And who doesn't want that? Anyway, somebody reached out to me yesterday and was like, Eric, you know, that global relay race stuff is great. I've seen you on Bloomberg TV. I heard that Michael Covell interview on Trend Following Radio. I've seen your monthly updates. I see your post. It's all great. But I want to see data. I was like, fair enough. So I put together some data. Let's take a look at some data. And of course, past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. And you know what's ironic about that? It's the very reason we all invest in the stock market, right? Historically, it goes up over time. Well, historically, it also goes down. And the global relay race can help you identify when it goes down. And let me show you how. Scroll down here. The global relay race has consistently helped identify declines in the S&P, including the 3 largest declines in the last 4 years. They are the 12% decline and fastest stock market correction to date in Q1 of 2018, the 20% decline in Q4 of 2018, and the 35% decline and fastest, steepest overnight bear market in history in Q1 of 2020. Now, if we take a look at what's happened over the last 8 years or so, you can see that the S&P has had 26 down months. That's roughly 28% of the time, which is about the historical norm. On a monthly basis, the S&P is down about 30% of the time. On a daily basis, about 50% of the time. What do those down days and months represent? Of course, opportunities to be profitable. So let's go back and take a look at 3D Defender, which is our different solution to S&P 500 down months. 3D Defender invests in one side of one market, one day at a time. One side, the short side, right? The most data-driven, logical solution to solving the problem of guaranteed losses every time the market goes down. One side, the short side, I'm sorry, I said that already. S&P, that's the one market. It's the very market that's creating the problem, right? The biggest problem in our portfolio is also the best way to solve the problem. And then one day at a time, no overnight risk, right? The market goes up more than it goes down. So if you're strategic and systematic and pick your spots and know how to identify strength, because you can't manage weakness and be successful managing weakness without identifying strength. So let's take a look again at how 3D Defender uses the global relay race and how it's turned out. Go back and take a look at the investment objective for 3D Defender, which is to consistently profit and outperform the S&P when the S&P is down on the month and to step aside when it rallies. And what has 3D Defender done using the global relay race? Well, in nearly 8 years, it's been profitable 70% of the time and outperforms 90% of the time that the S&P has had a down month. and then you can see the cumulative return. And most importantly, 3D Defender is built to step aside during rallies. So it is possible to short the market, but you have to be disciplined, you have to be relentless, you have to be competitive, you have to love what you do, and you have to want to win. And I love to win. So if you have questions about how we can help you win more often, feel free to give us a call. We're here to help.